Melanie Oudin is an American tennis player and former world junior number 2. As of December 2, 2013, her ranking is world number 127 in the WTA rankings. She was a member of the American Fed Cup team from 2009 to Euro 2011, and winner of the U.S. Open mixed doubles title, with fellow American player, Jack Sock. Oudin was propelled to stardom as a 17-year-old, in the middle of 2009, when she reached the round of 16 of the Wimbledon Championships, followed by a quarter-final at the U.S. Open a month and a half later. She reached a career-high ranking of world number 31 on April 19, 2010. Personal life: Oudin, Marietta, Georgia native, has a twin sister, Catherine, and a younger sister, Christina. Introduced to the sport at the age of 7 alongside sister Catherine, it was clear Melanie had a gift. As Melanie continued to improve, her time spent on the court increased as well. In 7th grade, Melanie made the decision to homeschool, giving her more time on the practice courts and an opportunity to play more tournaments. In an article with Atlanta magazine, Oudin said, "If I was going to homeschool, I was going to try to go pro for career Euro." While the decision proved to be very beneficial for her career, Oudin admits envying her twin sister's experiences at a regular school. She says her idol is Justine Henin because she proved you don't have to be tall to win things. Her grandmother inspired her and her sister to play tennis when she gave them rackets and lessons when they were young. Playing style: Oudin is a defensive counterpuncher. Her footwork and her speed helps her get balls from anywhere in the court. Her best shot is her forehand, which she hits flat. One of her weaknesses is her serve. She also uses a slice backhand to mix up shots. Tennis career: 2008 to Euro 2009, breakthrough in WTA, US Open quarterfinal, and top 50 ranking. Oudin turned professional in February 2008. In April 2008, she received a wild card at the WTA tournament in Miami where she lost in the first round to Tatiana Garbin in 3 sets. In August, Oudin received a wild card into her first Grand Slam main draw at the US Open. She was defeated by Australian Jessica Moore 6-7, 6-7. In October that year, Oudin participated in the 2008 Bell Challenge in Quebec City. In the first round, she defeated third seed Sibylle Baumer, 6-4, 3-6, 7-5. In the second round, she defeated Russian Olga Pushkova, 6-1, 7-6. Reaching her first WTA quarterfinals, she was defeated by 6th seed Bethany Matk, 6-7, 1-6. Oudin began 2009 by qualifying for the main draw of the Australian Open. She was then defeated in the first round by Akgala Muradova, 1-6, 4-6. At the 2009 Wimbledon Championships, Oudin entered as a qualifier. Oudin defeated number 29 Sibylle Baumer in 3 sets in the first round and Yaroslava Shvedova in 3 sets in the second. In the third round, Oudin defeated world number 6 Jelena Jankovic, 6-7, 7-5, 6-2. She lost to Anska Radwanska in the fourth round, 4-6, 5-7. At the 2009 US Open, Oudin entered as a wildcard. In her first-round match, she easily defeated Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, 6-1, 6-2. In the second round, she stunned fourth-seeded Elena Dementieva, 5-7, 6-4, 6-3, in her Arthur Ashe Stadium debut. Then in the third round, she defeated a resurgent Maria Sharapova, 3-6, 6-4, 7-5. At 17 years of age, Oudin reached the fourth round of a major event for the second consecutive time. In the fourth round, she played another Russian, 13th-seeded Nadia Petrova. She defeated Petrova, 1-6, 7-6, 6-3, to reach the quarter-finals of the event. She became the youngest woman since Serena Williams in 1999 to reach the quarter-finals at the US Open, and the youngest since Maria Sharapova to reach the quarter-finals at a major. Her Cinderella story ended when 9th-seeded Caroline Wozniacki defeated her, to a Euro 6, to a Euro 6. A standing ovation occurred when Oudin was leaving the court. After the US Open, Oudin's ranking rose into the top 50. This was Oudin's first top 50 appearance on the tour. 2010, steady form. At the 2010 Australian Open, Oudin was defeated, 6 a Euro 2, 5 a Euro 7, 5 a Euro 7, by Alla Kudryavtseva in the first round. After rallying from a set and 1 a Euro 3 down, Oudin defeated Agnieszka Sarve to reach her first semi-final of a WTA Tour event at the 2010 Open GDF Suez in Paris. She then fell in 3 sets to world number 7 Elena Dementieva, in a rematch of the US Open second round. At the Cellular South Cup in Memphis, Oudin was the second seed. She lost in the quarter-finals to Sofia Ovitsin. At the 2010 French Open, Oudin made an early exit by losing to a Euro 6, 5 a Euro 7 to Annabelle Medina Garrigues in the first round. At Wimbledon, Oudin reached the second round, before losing to Jarmila Groth. Oudin reached the second round at the US Open, before losing to Ilona Bondarenko, to a Euro 6, 5 a Euro 7. 2011, singles downfall, first Grand Slam title. In January, she obtained an invitation to play the Hong Kong Tennis Classic with compatriots Venus Williams and John McEnroe. In the first round of the Australian Open, she lost to Czech Klara Zakopalova in 3 sets. Oudin got her first win of the year at the 2011 Open GDF Suez, where she beat Verodashevina, 7 a Euro 5, 5 a Euro 7, 6 a Euro 2. In the second round, Oudin lost to Dominika Cibulkova of Slovakia, 4 a Euro 6, 6 a Euro 7. Having semi-final points to defend, Oudin's ranking dropped from number 61 to number 72. Oudin's next tournament was the Cellular South Cup in Memphis. She won her first round match against Anastasia Pivovarova of Russia, 6 a Euro 4, 6 a Euro 0. In the second round, she faced Russian Evgenia Rodina, only to lose 6 a Euro 1, 7 a Euro 5. Oudin was unable to defend her quarter-final points and therefore saw her ranking fall from number 72 to number 81. In the US Open paired with Jack Sock, Melanie captured the mixed doubles title, defeating the 8th-seeded Argentine pairing of Gisela Dulko and Eduardo Schwenk, 7 a Euro 6, 4 a Euro 6, 10 a Euro 8. 2012, inconsistency, first WTA singles title. At the beginning of the season, Oudin lost in the first round of the Australian Open qualifying to Laura Robson. In April, she won the ITF 50K Boyd Tinsley Women's Clay Court Classic. Oudin qualified for the Family Circle Cup losing in the first round to Annabelle Medina Garrigues. She was awarded the USTA French Open wild card on account of her performance in the USTA Pro Circuit. At the French Open, Oudin drew Johanna Larsson of Sweden in the first round. She won 6 a Euro 3, 6 a Euro 3. It was her first win ever at the French Open. In the second round, she lost to eventual finalist Sara Errani of Italy 2 a Euro 6, 3 a Euro 6. In June, Oudin won her first WTA title at the Aigon Classic in Birmingham. She qualified and then defeated 10th seed Sorana Carr registered trademark RSTEA in the first round. She then beat both Michelle Larcher de Brito and Elena Vesnina to reach the quarter-finals. The tournament was filled with rain delays and Oudin had to cope with the difficulty of coming off and on the court while she beat Irina Falconi and Ekaterina Makarova to reach her first ever final on the WTA Tour. She then defeated Jelena Jankovia 6 a Euro 4 6 a Euro 2 in the final. Winning the tournament bumped up her ranking from 208 to 122. Her performance earned her a wildcard at Wimbledon. At Wimbledon, she was given one of 7 wildcard entries into the main draw. In the first round she lost to unseeded Tarmay Babos of Hungary in 3 sets for a Euro 6, 6 a Euro 4, 3 a Euro 6. At the US Open on August 27, number 107 ranked Oudin was unseeded and lost to 15th seed Lucy Angstrom, a fast unregistered trademark Ovi of the Czech Republic, in straight sets for a Euro 6-0 a Euro 6. In the women's doubles, she also lost in the first round teaming up with Grace Min. With the 2012 season coming to a close, Oudin played several tournaments on the ITF Tour. At the National Bank Challenger Saguenay 50K in Canada, she advanced to the semi-finals before losing to Eugenie Bouchard to a Euro 6-2 a Euro 6. At the John Newcombe Women's Pro Challenge in New Braunfels, Texas, she defeated wildcard Victoria Duval in the first round. With wins over Ulrike Akiri and Madison Keys, she made it to the final where she defeated Mariana Duke 6 a Euro 1, 6 a Euro 1. In this tournament, Oudin didn't drop a set. 2013, out of top 150, Oudin played in the Australian Open, where she lost in the first round of the qualifying event to Laura Robson in straight sets. At the French Open, she won her first round match over Tamira Pasek, before losing in the second round to Zhang Jia in straight sets. At Wimbledon, she lost in the first round to Michelle Larcher de Brito. Oudin did not play in the main draw of the US Open, losing in the first round of qualifying to Elena Baltica. Fed Cup, Oudin played singles in the United States Fed Cup tie against Argentina in February 2009, losing her first match against Gisela Dulko, but winning the second match against Bettina Josami in 3 sets. In November 2009, Oudin lost both of her matches in the championship round of the 2009 Fed Cup. In the 2010 Fed Cup, Oudin led the USA to a 4 a Euro 1 victory over France by defeating Pauline Parmentier and Julie Coyne. Against Russia, Oudin then defeated Alla Kudryavtseva in her first singles match, while losing to Elena Dementieva in her second match. Her team still advanced to the final in San Diego. Contrary to expectations, lower-ranked Coco Vandeweghe was chosen over Oudin for the first singles match against Francesca Iavone. After the U.S. team lost both matches on the first day, Oudin replaced Bethany Matk-Sands for the third singles match against Iavone and won, 6 a Euro 3, 6 a Euro 1. This kept her team in contention, but proved futile since Vandeweghe lost the next match against Flavia Pennetta. In the 2011 Fed Cup World Group tie against Belgium, Oudin lost both her singles matches against Kim Clijsters and Janina Wickmeyer. In April, she also lost her 2 matches in the 2011 Fed Cup World Group playoffs, where the U.S. dropped out of the World Group for the first time since its formation in 1995. Equipment, racket, Wilson Steen BLX 100 strings, Luxillan Big Banger Timo grips, Wilson Pro Overgrip apparel, Wilson, significant finals, Grand Slam finals, mixed doubles, 1, WTA career finals, singles, 1, career titles, singles, Grand Slam women's singles performance timeline, Grand Slam women's doubles performance timeline, key, 1 tournament. Or reached final. Semi-final. Quarter-final. Round 4, 3, 2, 1. Competed at a round-robin stage. Lost in qualification round. Absent from tournament event. Played in a Davis Cup zonal group or playoff. Won a bronze, silver or gold medal at the Olympics. A downgraded Masters Series/1000 tournament. Or a tournament that was not held in a given year. To avoid confusion and double counting, these charts are updated either at the conclusion of a tournament, or when the player's participation in the tournament has ended. References. External links, official website, Melanie Oudin at the Women's Tennis Association, Melanie Oudin at the International Tennis Federation.